What's up, you guys? I had it muted and I didn't realize it. So I'm not sure who all is in here. There probably won't be very many people. I don't usually go live this time of day. Oh, there you guys are. Hey, Angela. Hey, Eerie Fairy. How are ya? Let's see. We got Cool Gamer. We got, ooh, that's a pretty name. How do you pronounce that? Shalma Tong. I hope I said that correctly. Remember where I'm from. Just Mike. I found True Temp for that day. Lady Tada, that's a cute name. She says hello and she's listening. And Cement Shoes. Yeah, I imagine a lot of you are probably at work right now. Sadie and I would normally be either at school and work, but the two of us have terrible chest colds. I hope all of you are well and not under the weather. Let's see, high of 83, low of 67, water temperature was 60. That day, just Mike, in Truckee, California, is that what you're saying? That's a good thing to know. I'm actually going to write that down so I don't forget. I'm going to put it up on the screen too. So, guys, Just Mike says that the temperature for that day would have been high of 83, low of 67, and the water temperature was 60 degrees. What'd you say, Sadie? It's okay. You can talk. What's wrong? Oh, you want me to tell? My daughter, Sadie, wants me to tell all of you hello. All right. So, high of 83. Anything you guys want to speak about on this live too, just let me know and we'll get into it. I don't have a lot of time. I only have about an hour, which I will go live later today because there's some other things I want to talk about. I just felt it was important because as a mother, I don't want to disrespect another mother, if they didn't do anything wrong. But there's so many questions about everybody saying hi back, Sadie, which I think you can see it. But anyways, there's so many questions about, why she got mad. And we can't be in her head. We can't know for sure. It's just really suspicious in a way to a lot of people. To me, I don't understand it either. And I don't want to be a bias creator. I don't want to focus on, these kids and just be questioning what they done and their involvement in Kylie's life and not speak about the other people that may be kind of suspicious, I mean this in the most respectful way as possible. I don't believe she had anything to do with anything. But if she did, then she should be she should be looked at and questioned as well if there's anything there. I don't think there is. I don't think they've spoken with her. I did hear from many different sources that Sammy S. did actually have to get a lawyer because I reckon it has been said, I don't know for sure, but it has been said that she was called in for questioning and that she lawyered up. I would like to find something that verifies that statement, something more than, other creators talking about it. I do have a lot of things pulled up on the screen. I'm going to share my screen out and look at some things with you guys, some different articles, and I'm looking back at interviews between, for instance, Kylie's mom. I found a thing that said something about they spoke out after the body was found. Let's see, is this one it? No, that's for the boyfriend, but it's actually ex-boyfriend. Okay. I know I sound like a little sick, crusty-eyed pup. I'm sorry for that. Every time the seasons change, I get so sick. Every time. Kylie Rodney's family break their silence after body pulled from Prosser Creek Reservoir. Okay, here it is. I need to pause it, though. I don't want it to come on yet. Guys, if this air conditioner is driving you guys nuts, let me know, because it just keeps kicking on and off. Again, like I said, I think that's good information to have the weather of that day. All right. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And we're just going to look over some information. That way, I'm not pointing my finger at nobody. I just want to look over some information, see what you guys think, and go from there with no bias. All right, let me make this bigger. Okay, that looks better. Here we go. I'm going to be so pissed if this, I think it's just an article. So it says, Kiely Rodni's family break their silence after body pulled from Prosser Creek Reservoir. Kiely will surely remain with us even though we will not get her back. Kiely will surely remain with us even though we will not get her back. All right, you see that, right? Let's see, I think this is the other odd thing. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so get this. You read that. I'm going to go back to it in just a moment. Jagger Westfall said his girlfriend, who went missing for weeks after a party at a Sierra Nevada campground, which we know as Prosser Family Campground, is now, this is a quote, it says, forever a physical part of me. Jagger Westfall states that she is forever a physical part of me, right? All right, now look back here. What they said is, Kiely will surely remain with us even though we will not get her back. Those could just be statements, like when somebody's hurt and missing a morning and you don't want to admit that, that they've moved on, that they've went, to their next life or however that would be. Okay. And I don't want to, push my beliefs off on anyone. Let's see here. Yes, now there is a fire out there. Well, wasn't there a fire nearby when this was taking place? Because I remember Eric saying that there was. Like literally in Truckee somewhere, there was a fire back then. Okay. And then this right here was talking about this Nate Capugan. I don't know how you say it. But Nate Capugan is apparently the guy that went to jail because a girl overdosed on fentanyl and she was only 15 years old. And it said it was in Roseville, I want to say. I think it was on this. I found an article. So that isn't the Nate that Kiely was dating. I'm not sure what his last name is. So if any of you guys know it, then that would be really helpful. All right. So here's the other thing I want to look at real quick. It effing hurts, Kiely Rodni's boyfriend speaks out after the body likely found in the reservoir. The boyfriend of missing California teen Kiely Rodni on Monday said it effing hurts to get the grim news after officials said the girl's body was likely found in a local reservoir. This was an insanely effed up situation and still is insanely effed up, Jagger Westfall, 18, said in a video posted on social media. So those that have talked about them being underage, see, they are of age, so that means that they're not minors, these people. Now, Kiely, she was a minor. All right. I still don't know how to process it, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to process it. I know it effing hurts, and I know it hurts all of you, he added in his speech filmed while driving. Let's have a look at that.
I'd like to release a type of personal statement on all of this weirdness. That, this was an insanely fucked up situation. And it still is insanely fucked up, and I still don't know how to process it. And I don't think I'm ever going to be able to process it.
He looks hurt to me.
It hurts, and I know that it hurts all of you.
Look at his eyes. I mean, maybe I'm falling for it. I don't know.
I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that put the effort in and tried so fucking hard to bring it home.
That's what I don't understand. That's what I want to get to.
I'm sure it means a lot to her too. Because she wouldn't want us to sit around sad as fuck all the time. She wants us to be happy, and she wants us to be safe, and she wants us to have a good life. That's all she ever wanted for anyone. I don't want to go fully public with it. Like, I'm not trying to put this on the news and everything.
I'm still cigarettes and water somewhere.
Closer friends. And from now on, I want each and every one of you to live the way that Kylie would want you to live.
That's a strange statement. That was a little bit of a strange statement. I don't know. We are all going through this together just because crap. I wanted to look at that. Nope, we don't want to replay it. Okay, let me see what you all are saying. Give me 1 second. All right, so you heard his, right? So that's a little statement from him. But we all know that he was mad after Kylie was found, as was Kylie's mom, correct? Well, but they were mad at AWP, is what I'm saying. They didn't come out and say that they were mad that Kylie was found. Their statements were, like that they were mad at AWP and things of that nature, right? Here's my question. All of these people begged us to look for Kylie, right? But then when somebody finds her, it was as if they were upset. And that's the question I'm having. Why was those two people like that? And then Sammy, like, she also denied, she was like, no, it cannot be Kylie. That could be because they were friends. It absolutely could be. All right, let's overlook this. Register. The family of Kylie Rodney have spoken out after a body believed to be the 16-year-old was found. Volunteer divers discovered a car with remains inside the Prosser Creek Adventure with Purpose, a search organization. Yeah, I don't believe it's going to let me see this article. That sucks. Okay, we'll find a different one. No problem. What if this talks about it?
Trucking, we learned it took volunteer divers about an half hour to find a car belonging to Kylie Rodney, the 16-year-old girl went missing more than 2 weeks ago. KTVU's James Torres is live in our newsroom with several updates on her case. James?
After we learned a lot this morning, we just heard the latest from the Placer County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Sheriff's Office. Both agencies.
So this is when they were believing it was her.
The body found belongs to Kylie, but they say they do believe it's her.
Okay.
All across the nation. Nick Wren and Doug Bishop are the faces of Adventure with Purpose, a YouTube channel specializing in using sonar technology to crack missing person cases. They brought their resources to Truckee, hoping to find Kylie Rodney, a 16-year-old girl last seen leaving a party near the Prosser family campground.
We began our search for Kylie at Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st at 10:40 a.m. Placed 2 sonar boats in the water. By 11:15 a.m., Nick detected an object.
Okay, what was that he said? It was August the 11th, right? So is that the actual day that they found her? I'm assuming, not the first day they started the search, right? Let me go back and listen. Okay, one more time.
By 11:15 a.m., Nick detected an object underwater using cutting-edge Garmin sonar technology. I was able to then confirm.
Apparently, I didn't rewind it back far enough, huh?
An object underwater, cutting-edge Garmin sonar technology. I was able to then confirm.
What the H? What have I done wrong here? Okay. Oh my God.
August 21st at 10:40 a.m.
August 24th.
Placed 2 sonar boats in the water.
Do I have my timer on wrong?
At Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st.
Yeah, okay.
At 10:40 a.m.
10:40 a.m.
Sonar boats in the water. By 11:15 a.m., Nick detected an object underwater using cutting-edge Garmin sonar technology. I was able to then confirm that it was in fact a vehicle in roughly 14 feet of water, and only 55 feet offshore.
That car, a light silver Honda CRV, pulled from the lake over the weekend. The divers say there was a body inside. According to the Nevada County
Okay,
Sheriff's
so we know all
Office,
this. All right. Lastly, I had something else pulled up that was really important. Oh, here it is. Here's that Nick Coogan. That's apparently Jagger and Kate's friend. He's the one, I'm assuming, that was with them when they done that news interview, which doesn't really make sense in a way when you think about it. Maybe he's the one that looks like Jagger. It says, we'll start from the top. Murder charges filed in a fentanyl death of 15-year-old Roseville girl. Charges filed against suspect Nathaniel, oh my gosh, Kaba Coogan. I know I'm saying that so wrong. The Placer County District Attorney's Office filed a criminal complaint against 20-year-old Nathaniel Capugan for charges of murder, furnishing a controlled substance to a minor, and meeting with a minor for the purpose of engaging in lewd behavior. Ooh. Roseville area fentanyl death of a 15-year-old girl reported on June the 21st. Holy moly. And when was this article put out? August the 12th. So when was that? When was the interview that Jagger and Kate did? That's what we need to know. I need to write that down. When was Jagger interview? All right. So because that's another way we'll know for sure. So this was on August 12th. So Nate Capugan was arrested on August the 12th, I'm assuming. Somewhere around that time. That'll let us know whether it could have been him or not that was with Kate and Jagger. Because if that isn't him, then this has to be the guy that looks like Jagger that we saw the photos of. All right. Oh, wait, here it says that the death was reported on June 21st. The criminal complaint also charges Capugan possessed and transported fentanyl pressed into pills in the form of M30, which would actually be oxys. You know, the blue oxys, like the ones you see here. That's awful. This arrest was made after an investigation by the Placer County Special Investigation Unit, a collaborative effort by the California Department of Justice, Placer County Sheriff's Office, Roseville Police Department, Rockland Police Department, Auburn Police Department, the Placer County. God, Lord, they like to get a lot of different, authorities involved, don't they? Don't they just tie everything up and make it way more complicated so that prosecuting is harder? That's what I would think. The defendant appeared in Placer County Superior Court this afternoon, where the public defender's office was appointed to represent the defendant, and the arraignment was continued to August the 19th. The defendant is currently held at the Placer County Jail without bail. Yeah, this was definitely the friend that was with Jagger and Kate. Let me pull that up. Jagger, shoot. After we do this, that's when we're going to discuss all these different things. Darn it. Come on, you piece of junk. Jagger and Kate Reno interview. All right, this is nothing. This is just on Reddit. I think I actually already have a photo that's pulled up of this. So take down this. Let me put an overlay on. Let me read some of your comments quickly and see what you all think so far. Yeah, keep in mind, I live in Eastern Kentucky. Well, I did live in Eastern Kentucky, sort of. That's a different, different story for a different time. We'll get there. Considering all the things we've been talking about, I think it's important to be careful with those types of topics. Geez, you guys have had a lot to say, haven't you? I'm sorry I haven't seen it. Thank you for all the best wishes to me and Sadie for feeling better. We appreciate it. Yes, now there is a fire out there. Okay, I saw that. Hello, everyone. I hate that I missed any of your comments, but I think it's best I don't read all of them anymore. After the other day, I just had to read them so I could play it off like I didn't notice. I'm sure you could tell with my sarcasm at the time. Let's see. Thank you so much. Your support has been so awesome. Yeah. Absolutely. I love you guys so much, and I do appreciate everything. And you're welcome as well for anything that I've done for you. I don't think, I just support you guys. You support me back, and we're a community. See, what about Sammy telling everyone where Kylie was on American Dream Chaser's interview with her? See, what about Sammy telling everyone where Kylie was? Oh yeah, where she said that, like, that's just the thing, you guys. Sammy, Jagger, all of them, even to Kylie's own mom, pointed towards trafficking. And I mean, like I said, I'm not. This is my own opinion. This is based off of what I've seen and heard. And I'm telling you, Sammy was like, that can't be her, and she was kind of mad. Jagger was kind of mad towards AWP. I mean, personally, I would be so thankful, because had they not found her, who's to say? It might have been decades. I mean, I know it was not very much water, and it's very likely it would have been found pretty quickly. But you got to think, they looked for her and couldn't find her. What happened? How did they overlook her? She had to have been put in there after. Had to have been. Or were they just not looking at all? Who knows? I mean, I think that the police department has a lot of answers to give. I really do. And after I've learned, like, this Veritas thing that went down with that Wayne Wu and all that crap, like, clearly they're not very trustworthy. I mean, field doctor, hey, everyone. See, I think he left her, says Jennifer the Hooligan. You can see it in his eyes. It does look as if he loved her very, very much. I can't even understand what he's saying, but he seems like a grubby. You guys couldn't understand? You couldn't hear it? Oh, I wish I would have known. I'm so stupid. I should have checked. Remind me of Post Malone. See here. I like posting. Post-it note. See, they were also probably in a bit of denial. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that, Amelia. You know, you do have that, you don't want it to be true. That's like, I can relate to that. Yeah, I really can. So that's possible. That's possible. But out of respect for a group of men that come across the country to help you find your missing daughter, that she pled with us. That's what I want to show you guys. She begged us. Begged anyone and everyone to help find Kylie, right? Where is it at? Oh my God, I hate this computer. It's such a piece of crap. That's not it. That's not it. I know I had it pulled up. Oh well, we know about it. She begged, he begged, they all begged for us to find Kylie. Now, you know, it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. But I do believe that there's something going on. I don't know where it lies, but I think our first intuition was true. But I just wonder, well, in our opinions, speculatively, do you think it's more possible that it could have been Jagger, or more possible that it could have been this new Nate guy that I don't even know his last name? If any of you do know it, I mean, I would really like to be able to search him and, you know, look some things up. The ones who claim he was in Reno and came back to Truckee can be debunked by videos. Okay. And yeah, so you're saying Jagger does have an alibi. Now, I did hear that his alibi was his daddy, so that does kind of, you know, raise some alarms. But there's been other people. Oh, what have I got playing? Crap. Sorry about that. Yeah, but there's been other people that have said that he was in Reno. And I guess they knew he was in Reno, I'm assuming. Let's see, in any other case, should anyone say that, who will take your testimony evidence? Oh, come on. Weigh it for investigators. I'd suspect of trying to see what police will know and sus based on after behavior. So we know that allegedly that Sammy's been called in to speak with police and that she has lawyered up. If they've spoken with her, that means they're most likely speaking with Kate, Jagger, this Nate kid, and anyone else. Maybe even the mother. I do not know for that for sure, but I'm sure we will find out. Let's see. I appreciate your clarity in dealing with information, not dramatizing, wild-eyed, but presenting orderly, frankly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do my very best. I ain't perfect with this. I mean, I've been gone for some time, but I try. I want to do the best I can for the victim, for Kylie Rodney, the little girl that lost her life. And it's very clear to me, very crystal clear, that this couldn't have been an accident and that there's somebody responsible, or somebody's. In my opinion, it's more than one person, but you never know. Let's see, do you know what channel that is? I didn't get to see. I watched a video that goes in detail with proof Sheriff Lou is linked to the tow truck driver. Oh, frig. Donations? See, that's pretty creepy. Just considering what I learned just recently. I'm not big on talking about that subject, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I really care a lot about it. I would love to do something for Thorn. That's an organization, Ashton Kutcher's involved with, where they try to help with women and children being trafficked for bad purposes. I'm all about helping and stopping the human trade of humans. It's disgusting, it's despicable, and it's hard to believe that nobody has done anything, but they're scared to say or do anything, it seems. Nobody talks about it. You'll not hear mainstream media talk very much about that subject. Not very much at all. All right, now I found this. I want to speak about this. Darn it, my stupid photos covering it up, but it says, hashtag Kylie Rodney. Nate, who's Nate? This name was brought to my attention today. Very interesting. What I have received on my DMs and tweet threads. This is Kate. I think this is Kate saying, yes, that Kylie was dating Nate. It says, yeah, me too. I am praying for all of you, my love. And then praying hands. Kate, was Kylie seeing a guy called Nate? Do you know? It's important. Yeah, she was. They kind of dated for a little bit, but broke up. That's weird because I reckon Jagger and her dated for a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but on and off for a little bit and broke up. It's just so weird. And then they look identical. Like, they look very, very similar in my opinion. Let's look at a photo. Here's Nate. Okay, I'll probably have to upload a photo of Jagger. Guys, I really am sorry about my voice and stuff. That's another reason I didn't go live last night, other than to get my mental clarity back and stay on track with being happy and healthy and being able to provide, proper coverage. I know I've got photos of him on here somewhere. Should have been some already uploaded up here, but I don't see it. Crappy crap. So it is normal in the state of California for sheriffs to also be the coroners, correct? Like I stated, I found in some articles that I looked up, like in the polls and stuff, I had found where last year in 2021, there was a vote set to separate those positions, to separate coroner and sheriff. But apparently it must not have went through because nothing changed, right? What the heck? I know I have plenty of pictures of Jagger. This is insane. Oh, leave it to me, right? Guess I'll just have to share my screen again and go find one. That might actually help because then you guys will be able to see that. So let me pull up a picture of him real quick. Bear with me, my dear darlings. Let's see. I want to get caught up on your comments too. That way I'm not way ahead. The hair absolutely flips. Yeah, his hair flips out around the hat way more than Jagger. And then also, look at that hat. What do you know? How many people, I'm assuming there's quite a few, but how many people look like Jagger and this Nate kid and wear the same type of clothing? They have the same style. They both wear the flat-billed hats. They're just very, very similar people. So I guess this was Kylie's taste in men. She liked tall, skinny men with brown hair and kind of long. This isn't the Nate that's in jail. I do have a photo of the Nate that's in jail. Hold on, I'll show you it. That's the Nate that is friends with Kate and Jagger. He's a little short-looking feller, kind of odd. Hold on, I got to browse through here slowly so I don't overlook it. Oh, God, Brittany. What should be on my damn phone or something? Here it is. Okay, I've got it. Okay, you see this little tiny dude over here by the red car all the way to the left? You see Kate on the right. You see Jagger there in the front with the black shirt. That little guy over there by that car, That is supposed to be Nate Cahugan or whatever. That's him. Remember when I showed you guys this photo and I said I didn't want to put a name to him until I knew who the other Nate was? Well, now that we do know who the other Nate is, that gives us the ability. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. What an idiot. All right, here you go. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's like when I've been leaving the lives lately, I keep forgetting to end the broadcast. I'm so stupid. All right. So yeah, this is oh my God, I don't have to share my screen if I'm doing an overlay. Look at me being a genius. But I could have done that and then pulled the picture up to show you. That is what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Holy moly, I've only got a few minutes. This sucks. All right. So I've done that. That means I need to, hold on, I need to go to my documents. I didn't mean to go to them like this, but whatever. There it is. All right. Now, let me make this a lot smaller. Come on. Yeah, because right there's Jagger too. Holy mo, this is great. What do you guys think? So this is Nate that we don't have a last name for. This is supposed to be Nate Cahugan. All right, can you guys hear me now? I hope so anyways. My computer shut off right when we were talking about something so very important. But what do you guys think? That's the let's see, that's the MCF, remember? Yeah, that's the MCF. That's the part of me. Oh, I did open the other channel and I did rename it Mysterious Case Files. It's got the same logo as before. All of that. And I do think that I think I made the right decision to name it that. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me. See, when she went missing, my dad said, I think she's in the water. We all thought that. I didn't think law enforcement missed her. I don't think the car was in the water then when they searched. I don't either, Brittany Marie. I think it was put in there after. Hey guys, hey the Wandering Sub, how are you? Let's see, Kate is brown now. Let's see, brown now on her IG. She changed her hair color. That's weird. It's really weird. Wonder if it's got anything to do with the. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. This is just speculation. Do you think she dyed her hair brown so the truck driver could not, verify her to think, so it'd throw him off and he wouldn't think that she was the girl in the car that day or, well, with that guy that day? Do you think that's possible? That is insane. Oh my God. Maybe nothing to it. Maybe she just wanted to have brown hair. I don't know. Thank you so much, allegedly, Brittany J, for sharing my stuff and all of you for sharing it. I truly appreciate all of that. Okay, I don't want to miss any of your important comments. If you all said anything that you really want me to answer, feel free to state it one more time. I know that sucks. But how tall? Yeah, that's very important. But how tall is the other Nate? Well, actually, I think we need to know how tall Jagger is and how tall Nate is. That like the big Nate, that little Nate. I don't think he could. I don't think. Yeah, he couldn't have. Yeah, it couldn't have been him. I don't think. He was arrested though for murder, but it was because a young girl died from purchasing fentanyl from him. She thought it was an Oxy 30, I guess, and it turned out to be fentanyl. That's something that's going on around my area really bad. Let's see, what does that say? Okay, is that a third, Brittany? I'm going to need an assistant to help me tubes today. There's so many of us, ain't there? Okay. Why are you trying to identify? These are not underage kids. They are 18 years old, Music King. I verified that. They're not underage. So, moving along. Britt, I think we need to buy you a new PC. I definitely need a new PC. I'm going to get one as soon as I raise enough money. I promise. If you all want to help out, you can send that to my Cash App or Venmo or Facebook. But if you don't have the funds, it's okay. You don't have to send me nothing. Nobody has to. See, when she went missing, Brittany, yeah, I was going to talk about this. So when this first came about, when she was first missing, as much as I shared her name and shared her story and wanted her to be found in my heart, I knew right away after seeing those friends and stuff, I felt in my heart, this is my opinion, felt like they had something to do with it. And I'll tell you why. Because when somebody gives you information that you didn't ask a question and they just give you all kinds of information, there's a reason they're giving you that information. They're trying to throw you off the trail. And they done so much to distract in this case. So much talking about trafficking and so on. If your friend went missing, would your mind and at a lake, at a party like this, would your mind automatically go to that? No, you wouldn't want police to count it out. But I would be wanting law enforcement to put as much effort into looking at that lake and around that area as possible. I would not be like expressing serious thoughts that she had been abducted. That's just very clear to me that there's something wrong. And then like I don't think the mommy has anything to do with it. And I mean my heart goes out to her. It really does. But just like in any other case, I had to stop and say I cannot be biased about this just because I'm a mother and I relate. I mean, how many of you are going to skip the mourning process of your child and dance and sing? I mean, I know they're kind of like in the hippie spirit. So maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't understand. Let's see, you'll get a new computer. You put your heart and soul into what you do, and it's obvious. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm just glad to finally have the ability to put my heart and soul into this for you guys and for myself and for the victims. It means a lot to me to provide the best coverage I can. And I know I'm not the best, but I do my best. See, they weren't expecting the body to be found. I know they were not. They were not. Anything they could do to get people to look away, they did it. That's like when Jagger was in Reno. So it just really, I don't know. Maybe he was there because they spent time together there the day before and he was reminiscing. I don't know. It could be just that. That's just the thing, though. Why does law enforcement have the autopsy report and refuse to go over it with us? I know they have to redact it because Kylie was underage. She was underage, but the thing is, she's passed. So when it's that case, I don't know. But they have stated that they're going to release it. It's just they want to redact it. What do they have to cover up? It don't take that long to redact an autopsy report. It really doesn't. And keep in mind, this is the Nevada County Sheriff and Coroner, right? So it's just weird to me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to trust the autopsy, even when we do get it. What do you guys think? They thought maybe the car would be discovered next summer by some boaters and nothing would be left of the body. I think they put it in there after the police searched, and I think that they thought it wasn't gonna be found till later on too. That's what I think. Yeah, I really do. You can call me BJ too, but not because it's my initials. My initials used to be BLJ. So Brittany Lou Jude. Oh God. So now I'm Blip. See, biggest flag was the sheriff's reaction to how many people were found in the vehicle. Yes, that pause. That pause told me, and it's because of the windows. The windows, like, okay, I'm sure you guys know that when criminals like sink cars and stuff, they put the windows down so that more water can flood in, and it'll sink up quicker because they don't want somebody to see it. They want it to go down as quick as possible. People gave me hell, and you know how I'm not trying to discredit my guest on the show, but Psychobabble said that when a car goes in the water, it automatically shuts off the electronics. Well, when me and Eric were in Williamson or South Williamson, Kentucky, which is right beside of Williamson, Kentucky, or Williamson, West Virginia, um, we were up there, and up Burnwell, there's this really, 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 really kiss your ass curve. I mean, it's called Dead Man's Curve. It's the sharpest curve in Eastern Kentucky, in my opinion. And a car had run off of it into the river, and the headlights were shining directly up, but it had somehow, like, I guess it toppled, like it was so deep that it done the front flip and then flipped back over, and like the back end of it got stuck into the muck in the bottom of the river, and its headlights were directly up in the air. And it wasn't that long ago, so it should be similar. So they do stay on for a little bit of time. I don't know how long, but I'd say it really, I'd say it just depends on the vehicle, the timing, all of that. John, I'm getting what you're throwing down. Hey, Justin, how are you, darling? Let's see here. I don't know what I'd do without Justin, you guys. You have no clue. He is really good with computers, and he helps me out tremendously with finding stuff. See, I'm sorry, but I feel something isn't right about Mom. I kind of do. I kind of do, because she's like, Rejoice. I mean, it's just weird. I don't know. It might just be the way they are. I may just be being like judgy, and I don't want to be. But I am kind of concerned about it a little bit. I just am, because all the people that seem to be upset that they found her is her mom, Sammy, and Jagger. I didn't see Kate's reaction to it. Does anyone know like what she thought of it? Thank you, Wild Woody. I love Zav Girl. She does great stuff. Great stuff. I love her a lot. And the way her channel works, where she's like really like detached from what they're doing, like they're just trying to look over things and see if they believe it's true or not. They debunk things. They talk about theory. Well, you know what they do on there. I mean, you come from there, but I'm talking to everybody. Like maybe some of them haven't been to Zav Girl's channel, and yeah, she has Ryan on, but it's different there. Like he didn't talk the way he did on the other podcast. I've never heard him say that on there. And I did actually tell Psychobabble that before he made his videos and before he went on her channel. And you can actually go back and watch my coverage of it and see it. Let's see, Jade was made at around noon Saturday. Where was Kate at early morning, I wonder? That's a good question. Maybe we could check her socials to figure that out. Hey, Bree McGee, how are you? Let's see, Brittany. Data, we have another open panel. Yeah, I'm going to have another open panel this evening with you guys, and I'm going to bring you all up. My computer died, so it's hard to bring. Well, I might be able to. Hold on. Invite guest, copy to clipboard. Hold on. Let's see here. Where's comments? Oh, you can do a lot more than I thought on here. You can't share stuff still, though, I don't think. Maybe. All right, here is the link. Anybody that would like to come up, please do. MCF, you handled that warrior prayer lady like a true professional on Zavs. I just done my best. I knew where she was going with it, and it had, she stated she's looking into lawyers and stuff. So, it wasn't Zav's fault, and I didn't want her to get in trouble for something that she couldn't control. So thank you for that. See, Data Funk, both the private and Truckee groups are saying they are calling this an accident. This is not an accident. They best not. I will not. I will raise the money, and we will go out there. And I swear to God, I'll stand out with a sign for the next 17 months. This is not an accident. I mean, it cannot be. If I look, do you guys remember when we were reviewing the AWP first Kylie documentary that was put out? Well, the only one that's been put out. Let's see, Britt. Let me finish what I'm saying. Yeah, so whenever I was looking through that and I looked into that window and it was blurred, you could still see. You could see like I could see like the face. I mean, it was blurred completely, but you could see like just by knowing what she looked like and like the torso area. And that's when I said, "Oh my God, you guys, I don't mean to sound vulgar or rude or disrespectful, but it looks to me like she doesn't have a shirt on." And then later, the 10 to life girl, I cannot think of her name to save my life, but she asks Jared, that's something we need to watch tonight. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. But she asks Jared what, if she says something to Jared about the decomposition and if Kylie had any clothing on. Now, Jared, he started talking about the decomposition and tried to avoid her other question about the clothing. She doubles down and asks him again, and he states that she had on one shoe. And I was like, oh my God, I knew that AWP knew right away this wasn't an accident because of something. And I believe that's it. But also that there's like a seatbelt thing in the back, I'm assuming. It appears to be. Like so you can tie down things in the trunk. And the way it was in the photo that was taken, it appeared like, it may have been constricting her in some way. I don't know that to be true. This is just me like speculating on it. We'll probably know later. I mean, I don't know though, because if the police are trying to call it an accident, then it's like they're covering something up. So that tells me the police have something to hide. Why do they have something to hide? What did they do? Someone mentioned that Kate likes Jagger's posts on social media, except the post about Kylie, which I find, yeah, that's pretty strange. I think that all them girls must have liked her man. That's what I get. Yeah, this was absolutely no freaking accident. It just wasn't. What do y'all that I'm positive about. I mean, I'm not speculating. I know that this was not an accident. This was murder. And it was a well thought out murder, so that means that it wasn't just an accident like somebody accidentally killed her either. This is ridiculous. If your PC is shutting down, like you unplugged it from the wall, it could be your CPU is overheating. Well, see, um, I did have an Apple computer and it ended up getting destroyed when we moved. And then I have this Samsung that I had got because the Apple was a piece of junk anyways. But I got this one. I saved up the money from when I had, mysterious case files, and I saved up the money. People had sent me money to PayPal and stuff, and I bought it. That way we could, do whatever. Plus, I mean, I had some income. Um, and anyways, now it's a piece of junk. I cannot. I'm not good with electronics. Apparently, they don't like me. Let's see. BMM bingo. Someone made a great point last night. What about the necklace? Yeah, I did hear something about the necklace. I can't really remember. I need to write that down too. Where is the necklace? Where's the phone? What was on the phone? Did they even check the damn phone, or they just going to say, nope, this was an accident. We're not going to check any of this evidence? Probably. And guess what? I'm not going to stand for that. We have to put pressure on them if they're going to act like it's just an accident. Where is phone? Where's phone and necklace? Okay. The other thing, you guys, what was I going to write down? I was going to write it down before I even said this. Someone made a great point last night. Okay, that's a good point. In my heart, I think it might have been an accident. Oh, and this was a cover up. So you think it was an accident, like somebody accidentally hit her or something, and then they covered it up. Hi, Amber Loves Rains. How are you? See, Woody, even if it was malicious, someone is still at fault. Yeah, even if it wasn't malicious, someone did this. Someone did this no matter whether it was on purpose or not on purpose. And it's a tragedy. Yeah, you guys, if you haven't liked the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you did so. I think the Jagger lookalike is super sus. No reason, just a vibe. I'm get looking at him. I do too. He looks like a not so great dude. Like the way he had his arms like crossed. Yeah. These young people, two friends wanted information before cops got. Yeah. Yeah, there's the other thing. That's the other thing. I want to write that down. See, so you had Jagger and Sammy, two of the people that were mad when they were found, mad at AWP, sort of saying it wasn't true. That was Sammy, and then him saying, like, well, he was mad because they implicated him in a way, but they didn't. They didn't say his name. They just give a description, and that description also matches Nate. He got mad because why? Why did he get mad? That does make you wonder. God, that makes oh my God, yes. So they gave that description right, and he gets mad. Why would you get mad if you didn't have nothing to do with it? Why would you want people to think that you think that they're talking about you? Because that means you think that it was you. Holy shit. The law enforcement can see if a car rolled into the water with the engine turned on and the car in with the engine off. Yeah. Yeah, they can. They can tell all that. Plus, that car has like a black box and all that crap. Oh, let's see. Someone made a great point. Okay, I already read that. In my heart, I think it might. Okay. I think I'm caught up. All right, let's get to your new comments. Her cell phone stopped sharing her location with her mom at 12:03, and she had been sharing her location with her mom the whole time before and always shared location. Yeah, and her friends would know that she was sharing her location with her mom, and that if they didn't like in that splice that up, that would, bring her right to her. See, there must have been a reason why they were looking for that necklace. Perhaps she was not wearing it on Nick's footage. Perhaps not. Let's see. Please click the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. Oh my God, I just read my own thing. I'm so silly. I think that Jagger lookalike is super sus. We read that one, and I do too. Okay, we're getting caught up now. I think Jared told everything in Zav's live without saying it, but nobody is talking about what he said. Well, we've discussed it a little, but yeah. So, on Zav's live, he talks about how the car was found. He talks about that it was a positive identification, but did they know about this other dude when that happened? You know what I'm saying? And they didn't say that it was Jagger, that he was positively the person, but they said that it was a positive identification to the people moving around the car, which makes you wonder there again. And then he went on to say that there was another theory, but it was so crazy that he didn't want to get into it yet. So I'm assuming that that other theory is going to be on the next bit of footage. I mean, the way he says what he says. What do you mean exactly, Robert? That maybe I didn't catch on to it. See, I don't know about him. So many people could have harmed her, known or unknown, but Sammy and crew need ruled out. Yeah, they need to find a way to prove, hey, look, we would have never hurt her. And as soon as that's done, we can move along and find out, what we got to find out what happened. That's just all there is to it. A guy made a video and told it exactly like it is. He simply said, I've never heard of a mother, boyfriend, best friend, stepfather, and grandfather being pissed that their baby girl had been found. Facts. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I think it was the A is for advocate. People that girl, she's really sweet. I can't think of her name right offhand. But she had sent me a video and it showed, this guy talking about everything, and it was pretty. He went a little out there on the mom accusation, so I didn't want to share it because I mean, I don't know, but she's kind of suspect to me. She is. I think Jared told everything in Zab's live. See, Britt is Sammy is suspicious from the get. And when she made the statement about teen to teen meeting, my dad looked at me and said, well, that's not normal. Where's law enforcement? This is going to turn into a circus. Guys, get this. So they were doing their press conference out there or whatever, doing a little like thing. And she comes up to the mic, like brings her own mic in this little stand thing and starts talking like she wanted to be the center of attention. And there was not one mother trucking person looking at her. And that was just really weird because she wants attention or she wouldn't have been on all these YouTube channels, right? It's against YouTube's terms and services to accuse innocent people. I am not accusing anyone. We are speculating on things. Common sense. I am sorry that you don't like that we're talking about it. Why would you not like that we're talking about it? Who are you, actually? I mean, you're a troll, clearly. But other than that, who are you? Why do you care? We're not blaming anyone. We're not accusing anyone. We're talking about the facts of this case and what we know. We're trying to help figure out what happened to Kylie Rodney because something happened to her. And we actually care here. So I'm really sorry. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I hope that you find, whatever you're looking for. But it ain't here. You are ruining innocent people's lives. How am I ruining anyone's life? I would never ruin someone's life. It was not that's weird. That's really weird. Common sense. No one. Hey, is any of my mods in here? If you are, can you please just make them not show on my channel? Like hide them on the channel. Yeah, you're questioned after. Let's see. I don't think we will ever know what happened. I'm so sad that I think that we're going to be doing this for a long time to get her justice. I do think it's going to take some time. Common sense followed you over from Zav's. Oh, okay. All right. I wonder who it is. Yeah, take a link. Come up and chat. Common sense. Can you explain this as an accident? Again, Britt, sorry for all of the comments. on your last stream. I did not want it to be disrespect towards your last guest. That was a sensitive subject. Feel bad for her. Oh, no, no, no. You all call me as much as you want. Anything you want to talk to me about, feel free to do so. We have to talk about this to be able to figure things out. And I feel bad for her too, because she had nothing to do with it. It's okay, you guys. Oh, it's okay. Not everybody can agree with me. Not everybody's going to like me or like my coverage. And that's okay. That just means I'm not the one for them. But why come over here and cause a big stir and want to fight? I'm happy in life. I don't want to fight with you. I have no fight with you. No reason to. Just move along. Don't you remember Common Sense was in my chat the other day? We had to block him too. Britt on my channel. Oh my goodness. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't get it. I'll come chat explaining what I mean about Jared. Absolutely. Here. Come on up. I may just let Eric's daddy bring him home today. This is getting... Gosh, come on, Brittany. You can do this. I know you can. Okay. All right, there you go. There's the link. It's coming. Brittany, drink some water, tea with honey to help that cough. Oh, I hope my cough isn't loud like busting y'all's eardrums. I need to start muting when I cough. Don't pay attention to them, Brittany. It's okay. It's okay. Don't bother me. I promise. It would have back in the day, but I'm older now and wiser, and it just don't get to me like it used to. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for me to respond like I would have, and I just don't have that response. It's not how I feel. Guys, if you come up, let me know here in the comments, and then I'll pull you in. I'm going to post it one more time. Okay. Hey, how are you? Lens, how are you, darling? You were talking to me in Allie's live, and I wasn't sure who you was, like, on Twitter. It's been a while. All right, Robert, come on up. How do I do it? There we go. Howdy,
Am I on
Robert.
here? I'm Nina. I'm Robert's wife, but we use the same YouTube because I'm not real technology smart.
Well, you're fine.
Okay, so what I mean by Jared is I think Jared explained everything without saying, this is what I mean. If you go back through Zab's live, and of course he sits there and he says, I can't tell you this, I can't tell you that, but if the two people moving around the car, if it goes in that direction, then, you'll be mind blown with the whole scenario. Okay. He also, the tow truck driver's girlfriend's not on camera right now, right?
Yeah.
Jared makes the statement, if it goes that way, we will have the full interview. Okay. What if the cops know something about the tow truck driver and the girlfriend doesn't want to be on camera because charges may be pressed against Nick, the tow truck driver?
Holy shit. Wait. So the people, because, oh my God, because he said a male and female were there, and there was ones around the vehicle. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. And then he's connected to Wayne, which this is us saying allegedly. We do not know this to be true. We're not sure of it, but we are speculating.
Allegedly.
And this is a possibility.
Right. This is a possibility.
Okay, go ahead.
This is my theory. Okay. So, Jared, the tow truck driver's girlfriend's not on because if they bring charges to Nick, allegedly, then she may not want to appear on camera since she's a nurse, right? So AWP said, if the two people moving around the car, if that could be another theory, or this is my theory about that, those could be Nick's friends that called the tow truck service to give him an alibi about helping Kylie, okay, and that they called and they didn't realize that they would pinpoint their phone as being the one that called the service help guy.
Holy crap. Okay, here's one thing I want to add real quick.
Okay.
So I was told that what happened was her car, like where it had a false start, where they turned the key and it didn't click on, that her family had something on her car that like automatically alerted the like like how you have what is that car service?
Okay.
Where
Yeah. No, I get that. But okay, let's just say Nick was at the party. Something happened.
Then.
Right. Well, let's just say Nick was at the party. Something happened to Kylie. He knew what kind of car she drove. He works for the service people. He knew that if you put it in neutral, it would give a false signal to send to his company. Let's just so say that he, knew what kind of roadside assistant was on the car once he started looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
And said, okay,
Yeah.
this could be my alibi, guys.
Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Excuse my French. Sorry about that. I'm trying not to
No,
cuss
you're good.
as much.
you
Okay,
see
so
what I'm saying? Because
I
Jared
do see what you're
said, just
saying.
think
That's
about
why
the
he didn't
two
release
people
it.
walking around the car, and then he automatically pulls over to call his girlfriend to tell her how weird that they were acting.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh
then
my.
not just that, but the description he gives, of course, fits Jay to a T. Okay, that interview was already shown of Jay. They
Yeah.
could have went back and rewatched it and said, "Hey, it was a guy with brown hair out from up underneath the ball cap, and the ball cap was a black SF flat bill." Because
Right.
then they
Oh
would
my God,
think,
I
"Oh,
can
we'll
take this
send
off.
we'll send the police in that direction instead of bringing more attention to ourselves."
Right. Hey, I've got the overlay off
But
where your camera's on. Is that okay? It wasn't before.
yeah,
I don't know how. Oh,
no, you're good. I'm at work. I'm talking and working. So I work at a construction site, so
that's
I just
awesome.
got
You
it
go,
laid down.
baby.
That's the reason why I don't have my camera on. But yeah, and the other thing too, let's just randomly throw this out, okay? What if Sammy is connected to Nick the tow truck driver?
Right. That makes sense.
Okay,
It's possible. I mean, they're all
just
around
put
the same age, aren't
right,
they?
right, yeah, okay.
Except for Kylie.
So
She's the only one that's a
right,
totally different age.
she's the right. Okay, so let's throw this out there. Um, Something happened to Kylie at the party. Sammy had something to do with it. I totally believe Sammy has something to do with it, just because she was talking about Kylie in the past tense before they found her.
Right. Guys, this is just
Because she,
another idea. This could be possible too. I mean, but you're right if they do. But we've not seen this dash cam footage. We keep that in mind. We don't know if law
right,
enforcement even has it. We don't know anything about it. They've not mentioned it. This guy just told that to AWP, and maybe he told us that, I don't know. But just remember, that was the first episode. And like she just said, we will find out more when they decide what way they're going to go in this. It depends on what way they're going to go with it, what direction, if we get to see the rest of the footage and see his girlfriend.
right. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to throw out there that they said if it goes in that direction, we had the full interview, the unraw interview. He never said he would release it all. He just said that they had it. You get what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
I do
So
get it.
yes, they have it, but that don't mean that they're going to release the whole entire footage. If Nick was somehow involved, allegedly, that they would. I know if I was Nick's girlfriend and he was getting charged with something having that little girl, I wouldn't want my face shown on camera, especially if I was a nurse.
Yeah. This person said, someone said they called Toe to set someone else up. That's another good. I mean, okay. We've got West Coast something other that's going to come up. I am going to put an overlay on real quick before I bring anyone up. That way we know that it's safe.
And can I say one more thing? Like
Yes, absolutely. Go for it, baby.
when Sammy was in the car talking, I don't know who she was talking to, but she sit there, and this is whenever I called her talking in past tense about Kylie before they ever found her. She said, Kylie had plans. If one of your friends that you hadn't found, and you don't know if she's okay or not, you wouldn't say, oh, she had plans. You would say, Kylie has plans for her life.
Right. You wouldn't use past tense. Yeah, I noticed that a lot
Right.
as well. That's always a red flag,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, it's always a red flag.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for you giving us those thoughts and explaining that. That's just another thought for us, to another theory,
Yeah.
another possibility.
And I sent you an email, and it might furthermore a little bit more about the Jared situation. And I sent Zav an email too. So
Okay,
maybe
cool.
if you
Do you
just
have-
want to let
Do you have
Zav know too.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will. Do you
I have
Twitter
TikTok.
or do you have
No.
Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram?
I got TikTok. I don't have Instagram or Twitter. I don't know how to do that.
Message me on well, first of all, add me on TikTok and tell me. Oh, do you feel safe telling me your TikTok name?
Yeah, I think it's just, what is my TikTok name? I think it's either I don't even know how to do that stuff. I guess you can look under Robert McGill.
Okay. Well, add me on TikTok so we can message, okay?
All right, cool beans.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
Brady.
nice
Have a
talking
good,
to
nice
you.
day. You
All
as
right, you
well.
too.
Bye bye.
All right, bye.
Okay. Who do we have here? West Coast Frog.
What up?
Howdy. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, did you guys see they took down the GoFundMe today?
They did. I told you guys they were supposed to, but no, I didn't see it.
They have 60 something thousand. They took it down.
Yeah, they were supposed to refund that, and that usually the GoFundMe site's pretty slow about refunding.
There's and there's also something about some Caltrans worker. I mean, this is just coming out. I don't know if you guys read it and heard it.
No,
But
tell us about it.
the Caltrans worker seen that girl's car, or not her car, but seen a silver SUV abandoned off the freeway, off the highway, off a dirt road. It said for like
Really?
3 or 4 days, and it disappeared. Seen it every
that
day.
that's a good thing to know about, because I mean, if we think that she was put in there after, that means that she was hidden out somewhere. That's a yeah. So where was this located?
That I have the exact. I can't look it up on this phone because I got it. I have a screenshot that I'll email to you. It's It,
Okay, well we're going to be
it,
on
was-
this
it was
evening.
near Hallelujah Junction, which is about 30 minutes away. Which, if they went to Reno, they could have hit that car anywhere down those dirt roads where they were. It was like deep down. I guess I don't know. I have the whole thing. You can read it. They have the streets and everything located, and they have maps that show them the route they would have took, and it would have been nobody would have seen them because it wasn't highway road. It was like dirt roads. You know what I'm saying? All through the back roads.
Yeah, I
That's right.
see what you're saying.
But I don't know how true it is, but I've read, and that's coming from locals. So I was like,
Well,
okay.
no, I'm glad that you brought that to our attention. Really, seriously, because that was one of my theories. I think we all kind of had that thought, whether it was put in there later and hid out somewhere on, like you just said, like a secluded type back hauler dirt road or something. And it was there for like 3 or 4 days, and then
Yeah,
then it disappeared.
I have a screenshot. I'll send it to my girl, and I can read it to you guys what he said.
Yeah,
But
you can read it.
yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. It might kick me out for 1 second, but I'm gonna send it to
Okay,
her.
that's fine.
I'll read it to you guys right now.
All right, let me read some of the comments while we're waiting. Let's see here. Dog Valley Road goes there from Boca. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That's odd. Going with alternative thought of shady auto assistance, it is a pretty good theory that she give us. Yeah, AAA is good to call if you need some foreign fingerprints or a jump. Right? Oh my goodness, yeah, getting that DNA on there and fingerprints, it's insane. The one thing is, why would Kylie drive home with alcohol in her car? Yes, that's another. Well, there was also I reckon joint wrappers and stuff in there as well. You know that no kid's going to go home with that unless her mom wouldn't mind. And I mean, I'm not saying that her mommy was not a good mommy. Anyway, I'm not going to mommy bash her, especially considering, but it does seem that she was allowed to do a lot of things that I would never let my child do.
Yeah, but you
And
got to remember that the city of Truckee. I'm from this. I lived in the area last year.
okay,
It's really small, man. Like, you got to remember, like, everybody knows everybody kind of thing. Like, no, nothing's gonna
right,
happen to my daughter. I grew up here. We did the
uh-huh.
same kind of thing. They're old school, more like 80s. You know, I'll give you
Yeah, like
$20.
hippie life.
Go down to the smoke shop and get me some cigarettes. They'll sell it to them. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah, okay. I feel you. So it's like normal
Well, yeah, that's what the feeling
to
I
be
get
loose.
in Truckee, but I've been there plenty of times. That's the feeling I get there. You know, they all know each other, and you walk in the bar, everybody looks at you. You know what I'm saying? You get that feeling like you ain't welcome there.
Right. I feel you. Okay.
Okay, so here's what I got.
Okay.
It said first, here you go. The locals got some things going around saying first that a Caltrans worker, a female, a week after Kylie went missing, saw an abandoned silver vehicle off Highway 395 for several days. She pinpointed it 3/4 of a mile from Highway 70 and 395 junction on the right of 395 south. The car was in a field and not on the side of the road. That would seem a coincidence because the road is on that part of the Sierras would be able to trace a line from Prosser down the highway through two small cities where 89 meets 70 at Vinton. From there, they take the 70. These are all dirt roads. So these are small roads where you wouldn't be seen. You know what I'm saying? From the 70, they took the 395 for 3/4 of a mile and dropped the car up there where Caltrans employees saw the abandoned SUV that was silver on the side. if you know your way around this region like these kids did at this party, they grew up. You know then that 395 through connects to Reno. It's a back road to Reno, so all dirt roads and stuff.
Right.
And they said this
Yeah,
whole
that's
drive
what somebody said. It leads to Boca as well.
it leads to Boca as well. What's what that's what the guy ends up saying deeper in. It's on Reddit, guys. If you want to go read it, the whole thing. It's under the Kylie discussion. It's one of the first newest comments. It's a lot of it's pretty big, and he continues to say that's why they originally think the tow truck driver was summoned out there was to get all his DNA and fingerprints on the car, and they were going to find the car, but no one found the car. That's what the guy continues to say. That's just a rumor going around locally, but it's a Caltrans woman that works in the area that they've already confirmed she's reported to the police too. And
Oh.
he continues to say there's no information about a tow truck driver or anybody picking that car up in that area or a cop, slapping it with a tag. So that car
Mhm.
just for a couple of days on its own.
Okay, well, yeah, that's wonderful news that we have. I mean, that ain't good news, obviously, but it's good to know
Yeah, it's
because
just
it
speculation.
makes
Though.
sense.
I don't want everybody thinking that we're spreading rumors. It's just some speculation that I'm hearing, and I kind of makes sense. I mean, I've been there a lot too, like I told you, and it really seems like
Right.
it's covered up. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they already know,
Mhm.
or the parents know, and they don't want kids getting in trouble now at this point. It's something that
I
went too
feel
far.
you.
Something that went too far. That's all it was, man.
Well, I agree that it's there's a lot going on we don't really know, and there's a lot of speculation. And if we could get something more solid, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing. But
trying
I
to
think
look.
LE just knows they already know. I don't know if they dropped the ball first or if they knew more than we thought they knew, and they were just playing dumb to let these kids, build the grave because they're not dumb like we think. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
they don't have to release us anything. And for
yeah,
them,
they don't have to.
they're
But
smarter than
but
these
if they
kids, man.
didn't release anything, though, they could, that would not be good, and they know that. I do
But I
think
think
that they are
I think
aware
they
of how
wanted
much.
AWP. I think they limited AWP what they could say, but they wanted that video to come out to see what the kids' reactions would be.
I
If
think
they're
that I think that they are using AWP as a tool to put pressure on the person that's responsible.
100%, they're telling them exactly what to say. The AWP is
I've worked law enforcement. I've worked at the
yeah,
jail. I
because
worked at a jail for 6 years. I know those tactics.
yep, that's 100% what I was saying last night. I agree with you. They're using them as puppets to watch the
Yep.
reaction of whoever did it because they know who
Well,
did it.
when you're under pressure, you're scared, you're stressed out, and all that crap, you start making mistakes. You start saying the wrong things, and that's what they're looking for, I
Oh
believe, in
yeah,
my
and
opinion.
their stories are written down already. So every time they change their story, the cops have that written down too. They're gonna get caught slipping. And you know what I was thinking the other day too? I watched that video about Sammy 100 times. She is on some
Yeah.
major Xanax or something, dude. She is on some
Allegedly.
major pills. You can't tell me that girl is speaking that slow with her friend missing and just in the car, just drugged out her mind, dude.
Her interviews, both of them, the one she done with Icked Mel and the one that she done with Tony Dodge, in both of them, it was the same area of her story that I found like great discomfort with. And a lot of that is like when she went back to the car and she's talking about they went back to the car because they needed to charge Kylie's phone. And when they got to the car, they talked about charging Kylie's phone and talked about Kylie texting her mom. What can you say? But she also states to Tony Dodge that there were two other friends with her. He never asked her who those two other friends were. We still don't know, and we probably never will know now.
I think she was dead before that party started. To be honest, that's my theory. They killed
Do
her.
you think it happened before the party?
Or at the party when it first started. I don't believe she was the
I
one.
believe it happened either at the party or after. I believe it happened at the party. I have a photo that we've all seen that was sent from Sammy to the news. And I don't think she thought that anybody would know what was going on in it. And it's odd to me that she didn't take any other photos of the party, which I reckon that was a rule. They weren't allowed to take photos or videos, like only your B reels. I reckon that was like the rule, the golden rule. But so something happened that was serious enough for her to take this photo. Well, people were like, that's a real rampant party. Well, the party would have been behind her. And I can tell you that because of the trees. Where Zav Girl done her video, and like she was showing us where the party was, and she was doing that by looking at all the natural markers like stumps and trees and like different sets of trees. That one really odd, like thick one, you could see it there on the right. And that's exactly around the area where Sammy pointed that Kylie's car was. Then you see that silver spot. Well, my friend Justin, he worked on that photo and cleared it up some. You could then see a male that has a black flat billed hat and it appears like a red hoodie. It could be a different color because of the exposure. I was started to think he has a pair of pants on and they're tucked into his boots. And you could not see this person until we did that to that photo. Just added a little bit of lighting, exposure to it, cleared it up some, and there he was. And according to Sammy, if you can believe Sammy, that is where Kylie's car was that night.
Man,
So
I see where Sammy said that. She said that when we were friends, I never realized that sticker.
when we were friends,
when we were friends, like there's shit she said, like she already the past tense, the things she was saying, she already knew she was dead. She
when she was talking about her missing friend and how she wanted to find her and stuff, it didn't seem like
she said no
like
parents allowed, no cops allowed, nobody can listen, nobody.
yeah,
We're not talking. And then
they wanted that info.
the last thing I have on her is that the last thing interview she did, she was in the car, she was drugged up. She was so drugged up on the pills.
Possibly, allegedly. We got to say that.
She was getting so anxiety because you can listen to the speech. And look, I know this because I know my everybody I know. I live in San Francisco.
It don't matter how you know.
Yeah. And the speech alone is so slow. She took something to slow herself down because she was so anxious and so scared to talk because now she's getting her
My
shit.
brother is he's on things like that, and he used to drive my daddy crazy. Lord have mercy. He's basically, well, that day, like when my father passed away, for example, he was going on about money and things like that, and he would get really slow and groggy and tired all the time. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you can see it. It's real quick. It's early in the morning. You wouldn't I would be up my best friend's missing or a girl that I claimed that I was the last one to talk to or
You
my
couldn't
friend.
sleep.
Buddy, I'd be fucking tripping. I'd be like, look, dude, we got to find her because I know I didn't do nothing. It's my fault. I mean, I would have been some more initiative other than nobody can come, no adults can search. Like, wouldn't you want more hands on deck? That's the number one thing right there. You're looking for somebody that's missing. It's all gas, no brakes right now. The first 48 hours is huge. And you're
I'm glad you brought this up because, I mean, we don't know it to be true, but, it's possible she was under the influence of Xanax. Possible. It's,
that's what
and,
that or Percocet and they're, the fake pills are getting out there. Fentanyl.
well, yeah, Percocet would cause the same reaction. But I'd never thought about her being on drugs.
What's up? It's crazy. Yeah, I definitely think she was on drugs. But, I mean, no one knows but her. Oh. I can't hear no one.
As much as I hate to, you guys, I am going to have to end the live until this evening. I've got to go pick up old Hosshair because his dad ain't coming home right now. So I'm sorry, we have to end it. But I can either change this evening's live till the time when I get back, or we can do it at 6. It's really up to you guys, which it'll be about the same anyways. And West Coast Frog, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just listening.
Whoa. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh God, I like that voice changer. Listen, I would love to have you back on this evening. I've never seen your name before, but I'm glad you called in, and I hope you subscribe if you aren't. You've got a lot of information, and I really truly appreciate you calling in and giving me your thoughts and opinions because I'd never thought of it.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that too. I ain't got no voice changer though. This is me.
All right. Well, thank you. Everybody, remember, if you haven't, hit the thumbs up for me. Y'all just let me know in the comments if you want me to start the live back as soon as we get back or wait till 6. But I think we're really getting somewhere with all of this. And I thank you, 115 of you in here. Like, I am humbled. I am so thankful. And I love all of you. I'll see you in just a little bit. Love you guys. Toodles.